of business studies, we will be going to discuss about one more technique of scientific management which was given by Henry Fayol. So that technique is related with the functions which are to be performed, that is the various functions, and especially in the production department. The number of functions which are being done in the production department. So on the basis of the functions, he has said this thing that the functions gives the categorization to three different things, that is related with planning, that is related with the entire workshop, and that is related with the performance of the employees in the workshop. Okay, so on the basis of this, he has said this, that the foremen can be divided into three categories, that is the foreman of the planning department, foreman related with the overseeing of work performance, and the foreman who will maintain the overall discipline of the organization. So this is the technique in which he has said that according to the various functions in the organization, we have to see this thing that which function should be performed by which person. Okay, so this gives the specialization of that work to that person, and due to which there will be no wastage of resources in the organization, no duplication of work will also take place, and we will be getting the work done effectively and efficiently by all the workers. Now this has been explained by a flow chart which I have drafted for you. It is saying that functional foremanship related with production and work manager. Basically it is there in the production department. So they have said, Mr. Taylor has said this thing that he has divided into three categories of foremen. One is planning foreman, one is the foreman who is the performance overseeing foreman, he will see the performance of the employees, and then workshop foreman who will be there. And in that also, planning foreman, there are route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk. The work of the route clerk, what is the work of the route clerk? He will decide the path. He will decide this thing that what is to be done and how it is to be done, and for doing that particular work, what are the various inputs which are required in the by the employees in the organization. So he is the person who is responsible for charting the overall route, that the work will start from where and when the work will end, so how that work will be ending, at what time it will end, and what are the various inputs which are needed. So he will manage each and everything in this route chart. Then comes instruction card clerk. He is the person who is responsible for making some special instruction or giving some special instructions which are to be followed in the work procedure. If some special technique or method is to be followed by any special worker or the employee, then he is the person who is responsible for noting down all those things and giving this information to those workers. Time and cost clerk. The work of this person is to maintain the time. That means how much time is taken by any employee in doing a particular work. So on the basis of that thing, the salary and the wages of the employees can be decided. Then we move to performance overseeing foreman, the foremen who are overseeing the performance of the employees. So in this we have got the gang boss. What is the work of the gang boss? He provides the necessary raw material and the equipment to the employees so that they can do their work, so that they can start their work. Okay, so he is the person who is responsible for providing the equipment and the material to the employees. Then comes the speed boss. What is the work of the speed boss? A speed boss is here to see the speed of the work. That means how much time is being taken by any employee to particularly to complete a given task. He has to manage that thing, that if the time is being taken is in excess, so he has to guide the employees that how they can reduce that time and how they can get that work completed in a given time period. So he is maintaining the speed of the work by providing all the necessary instructions to the employees. Repair boss. He is the person who is responsible for all the repairs and the maintenance of the machine. If there is any problem in the machinery, if there is any technical problem, then he is the person who will see this thing that the machineries are to be repaired at the time at which it is required, and the workers will be continuing their work without any obstacle. So repair boss, he is the person who is responsible for doing all the maintenance of the machineries in the organization. Then come inspector, that is quality inspector. The work of the quality inspector is to oversee the work, that is the quality of the product which is being produced, whether the goods are being produced according to the norms or not. If there is any deviation in the production of the goods and the goods are not produced according to the norms of the organization, so then he has to see that where is that deviation taking place, and he has to give the proper instruction and check that thing that the goods are produced according to the norms. Then comes the foreman, who is responsible for the overall workshop. That means this person is responsible for maintaining the discipline in the workshop. He is the person, he is the foreman who will be seeing all this thing, that there is a proper discipline in the organization and the workers are following all the rules and the regulations of the organization, and they are doing the work given on a proper time, and they are also doing the work with full efficiency and without the wastage of the resources. So all these three categories of foremen are being held by these clerks, that is route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk in case of planning, in case of performance, gang boss, speed boss, repair boss, inspector, and overall disciplinarian in case of the workshop foreman. And then all the workers who are working with them, they are totally accountable towards all these 8 bosses. The workers who are working at the very lower end, they are responsible towards all these 8 bosses. That means they have to report to all these 8 bosses. So this is all about the functional foremanship, in which it is said that workers are responsible towards all the bosses in the functional foremanship. So this is also one of the technique which is being given by the tailor, in which it is saying that the work should be divided according to the various functions in the organization, and each function should be taken care by one particular person who is responsible for doing that work, and he will be giving all the instruction to the workers, and workers are responsible toward all the 8 bosses or all the 8 foremen whose instructions they are following. So I hope this functional foremanship technique is now clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.